Hello, welcome to Laura's Painted Minis. I am Laura, and as the title suggests, working on some of these cultists. There are 5 of these. These are from Next Level Minis. Let's see. I had just the skin on this one hand to finish, so get that mixed up. Use tan shadow and pale flesh to mix for the skin. Get this. There we go. So yeah, you can tell I still need to finish that side. How is everyone? I know I'm a little late. I got a lot of things on my mind. I'm trying to process some stuff, some news with my church, so a little bit late. Nothing like, yeah, I don't even know how to describe it, like, and I don't want to get into it out of respect for the leaders. I don't really know much anyway, so just processing some things, as is life. It just seems like there's always something to process through. So as if you notice, I did post there in the chat the link to my eBay listing of those were-rats that I was working on. And I've mentioned this multiple times while working on it, but I decided I wanted to keep 2. So it's just a pack of 3 of these, guys. That is up till Sunday. Okay. It's refocused. Right. got the paint along video for next week done on Tuesday. So that is ready to go. It'll go up on YouTube next Tuesday. I always do it a week early as a way to kind of provide a perk for anyone that joins my Patreon. All right, I'm gonna make some lining here. And I'm going to use burgundy wine, which I used as the shadow on the robes. Which actually should fill in here. This is a little bit more thinned down than what I used, though, to base coat. So I think I'd forgotten to get the inside filled in, so I probably will end up having to do a second coat or something. Just realized I didn't do this other hand at all, or arm, really. Also dealing with trying to do a bunch of extra cleaning because we have gotten some gnats. And they can be a real pain to get rid of. Now these are rather small, these cultists, but I think that they are from the first, I think the very first Kickstarter that the Next Level Minis did. And those were like on the smaller side. Then they kind of upped the scale a little bit after that because there's a lot of people that were not happy. I keep seeing I've got advertisements for another miniature based campaign coming sometime this year, I'm assuming. I'm guessing it'll probably happen somewhere around the same time that they're working on fulfillment, or maybe a little after they started fulfillment of their dice campaign. I think I've kind of decided that since these are pretty simple, there's not a whole lot of details on them. I'm gonna pretty much keep them kind of a complementary color scheme. So that this would be very much like a red-violet. Get the nice arrow out. So you got the red-violet and direct complementary. We got yellow-green. I kind of think with this shading and stuff that I'm probably going to go with this as a kind of the main like I guess it'd be like the mid-tone. That's what I'm trying to say. Which I do have the other colors picked out, what I think will work to be a shadow and highlights. The highlight I'm a little more questionable about on whether it'll work. So I also have pure white just in case my first option for a highlight does not really highlight. And I'm going to paint these areas here as though she's wearing some like a shirt or something underneath maybe. So I'd probably do that and this like whatever you call that thing, the green. Anyway, but yeah, there are a few things in here that these arms in particular, I wanted to do a little bit of lining. The robes cover quite a bit of space, so there's not much lining that needs to be done at this point. I will need to think of a hair color because there's just a tiny bit of hair actually sculpted in on either side of her face. And I mean, it really wouldn't need to be any like difficult or anything. Could probably even just do like a base coat and call it good. I think most of it on or most of the minis I kind of ended up getting some of the burgundy wine on it anyways. So I could just treat whatever color I pick to act as like a second shadow basically to the burgundy wine. Yep. Some of the stuff on the belt. mix up the green stuff. So we can get started on that. Nope, that needs a little more mixing. It's Squag Green. It used to be in a fast palette, and now it's one of those that they released to buy individually. And I put a drop into that shadow just to make sure that it's gonna be a shadow that will work with the midtone. So we'll see if this yellow, it's lemon yellow with the moss green. See if that works. Otherwise, I've always got pure white, and I can do a mix of looks like it'll probably work. So I thinned everything down except for this shadow color with 2 drops of water. I'm using that shadow color as a base coat. So the color that I am painting on right now. Since we're doing complementary, getting this yellowish green on here should really make the magenta just pop out all the more, and vice versa. You have to be really careful here. pretty vibrant. So we will have to see if it's maybe, that'll be the main thing. If it doesn't work, it's going to be because of saturation. We will see once we get things layered up. Trying to think if I'll just do the whole thing here, or just these inserts right here. that. Um, So I think if I did this, I would probably just make this border that's around it, that's left around it, just a metallic color. Kind of like that idea. I think I'll probably stick with this. Kind of almost feel like this is maybe too much green. One. Switching. The rest of my socials. And again, I posted up earlier in chat, the eBay listing for those were rats, pack of 3 were rats. It's going to will be live until Sunday, unless someone does the buy it now option. The buy it now price I always put at what it basically would be if I did it as a commission to some degree. Not fully, but it's close to what I would put as a commission for usually for one mini, so it's still a bargain even at the buy it now price. I did hear that it's possible that Reaper is going to do their big secret announcement earlier than what they had been saying, so that Anne, who does the daily Reaper Pro Tip show, can stop having to say top secret stuff. I don't know if that's so. Definitely try to remember to check in on Reaper Live and see if that ends up happening or not. Alright, looks like I'll probably have time to at least get this last one base coated with green, and that's probably all we'll have time for. But you can head on, whatever social media platform you are on. If you see it listed there, then you can feel free to follow me. YouTube, I will post. I always post my Twitch streams there, since the VODs only last a week for me. I mean, once I get affiliate, I think they last 2 weeks. But yeah, they still don't last. I don't think there's a level where they last forever. So that would be a lot of data for Twitch to have to continuously store. So yeah, you can see all of my past streams on my YouTube, and then I also do a paint-along series. It's a great place also to even just see my journey as a painter. So I started dabbling in making videos, painting videos and stuff before I started streaming on Twitch. So if you go to my YouTube and look way back, find some videos from a few years ago, I think. Been like 3 or 4 years. I think that I started kind of playing around, making some videos. You can see how much things have changed, hopefully improved. I know my painting has improved. Ooh, or I just had the thought. Ooh. But I could also, instead of making this the basically the border around embossing, I guess would probably be what it'd be called. Could do like a black sort of look. Might play around with that. Kind of like that idea. To really kind of instill back the idea that these are probably not good cultists. I'm not sure if there are good cultists. Yeah, I like that idea a lot better than silver. So I'll probably just do some silver here, keeping it simple on armor. So, I mean, there's not much going on. I think it'd be a bit much to have both like, different kinds of metals on it. So anyway, that is it for today. So thank you for stopping by, and hope you enjoyed chilling out. And I will be back Monday. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably get some new minis maybe out to paint to sell, because it's definitely looking like I won't be running any of my one shots next weekend, so I won't have any like last minute painting that I need to do, because otherwise I will be working on that if it happens that more people suddenly sign up. But yeah, otherwise, which I don't have minis either way to show for that, because I have not picked out what I will paint next for painting a cell, because I had not considered that yet. So come back Monday, same time, 1:15 p.m. Central, and to find out what the mystery project will be. Bye. Have a good weekend.